Ready, aim, and fire. Hello and welcome. It's me, Spice, the creator of Love Cleansing, the Love and Sex Empowerment Program for Strong, Successful Women. And I wanted to come in here today and chat with you about a couple things. If you're seeing this live, feel free to say hello. If you are seeing it not live, feel free to also say hello. And if you have any questions throughout the broadcast, please feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will definitely answer them as I get to them. So anyway, I'm really excited to be doing this live. As some of you know, I have a long history as a performer and also as a radio show host, so I'm used to talking and talking and talking about all kinds of different things, and it's just really fun to be able to be here and to be talking about things with people in a live format. So I'm excited for that. So today we're going to be talking about self-identity as a strong and successful woman. So what is it exactly that I mean when we talk about identity? Basically, your self-identity is a lot about how you identify yourself in the world, how you see yourself, and how you portray yourself to other people. So, you know, there's many different ways that we do that. We say, I'm a woman. I'm so we say different things like, you know, I'm a woman, this is my career, this is my job, these are the things that I do on a daily basis, I'm single, I'm not single, I'm a mom, I'm not a mom. We also identify ourselves by our religion. I'm Jewish, I'm Catholic, I'm Christian, I'm Muslim, I'm Buddhist. We identify ourselves by our race. I'm Afro-American, I'm white, I'm Asian. We also identify ourselves a lot by our sexual identity. You might say I'm heterosexual, bisexual, transsexual. And there are many different other ways, you know, also our identity in relationships, monogamous, non-monogamous. So these are all ways we identify who we are, and we say, this is who I am. Then there are also characteristics that we can use to identify ourselves. And these are the ones that can be a little bit more damaging because they're a lot more subjective, right? So we may say things like, I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm ambitious, I'm a go-getter, I'm a people person. But we also can say things like, I'm lazy, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm not as pretty as she is, I'm a failure, I haven't achieved X, Y, and Z that I said I'm going to achieve, when really, most of the time when we're worried about all these things that we haven't done, we're not taking into account all the things that we have done and the things that, and the places where we've actually accomplished things. As strong women, it's just very natural. We have very high standards for ourselves as high achievers, as people who are used to getting the job done on our own. We have very high standards for ourselves personally. And so sometimes our high standards can actually lower our self-esteem. And that's wherein lies the hindrance. So how do you think this might be sabotaging you from getting the love that you want? So because we have so many of the other things that we want in life, you know, maybe we have a job that we really love, we have a social circle, we have good relationships with our families, and we have other things going on that are great, but we don't have love. So we keep telling ourselves that even though we have all these great things, we don't have this one thing, and so there's something wrong with us. Because that one thing is something that society deems extremely important. It's also the one thing that we really, really want. And it's very hard when you're used to being the kind of person that you know, okay, I want to achieve this goal. I want to be at this certain pinnacle by the certain time. And we do that, and we're able to do that. And then when we can't achieve this one thing, it's really frustrating and feels really bad. Now, maybe you look at your friends or your coworkers or even other members of your family who are achieving that. They're getting married, they're getting into really wonderful relationships, they're having babies, and you're thinking, well, gosh, I'm just as good as her. Sometimes you think, you know what, I'm actually much cooler than that person, and I have my shit so much more together. I'm such a better catch. Like, why am I not getting the opportunities that other people are getting? So, since you're such a strong woman, you have these high standards. And you're supposed to be getting this thing done, and so you're upset with yourself because maybe you've done all these other things, but you haven't done this one thing. You haven't been able to achieve this one thing, and so you're not going to be very easy on yourself, are you? And when you're not being easy on yourself and you're putting these high standards on yourself and you're putting this pressure on yourself, that's actually denigrating the strength of who you are and lowering your self-esteem, which is so directly related to your self-identity. Because you can be all of these things in the world, but if you're not actively believing in these things and you're not actively actually doing these things and allowing yourself to be that person, it doesn't really matter. Who else is going to see it? If you don't feel good about who you are, if you don't say with total conviction, this is me, this is my identity, this is who I am, and you know what? If you don't like it, you can take a hike. If you can't say that, then nobody else is going to believe it. And if nobody else believes it, they're not going to see it either. So here's the other thing. Other people don't see us in the way that we see ourselves. Often, most other people see us way better than we see ourselves. So we see ourselves with our weaknesses first and then our strengths. Because actually, we're taught that that's the way you do things. We're not taught like, oh, hey, you should just go out there and be like, I'm really cool, I'm really awesome. Be humble. Say, well, I'm not that great. But I don't believe in that. I remember being 13 years old. And you know what? I've always been very secure in the fact that I'm not a supermodel, but I'm pretty cute. So as a way to make myself feel better, or just really make myself feel good, I would look at myself in the mirror and say, you are so cute. You're so damn cute. I remember my friend saying to me, oh my gosh, what are you doing? That's not cool. You shouldn't be saying that. You're so arrogant. And I was like, no, I'm confident. I'm letting myself know that this is who I am. And it doesn't mean you're not cute. It doesn't mean I'm cuter than you. It just means I am damn cute. So that was a really helpful thing for me to be able to see my strengths first and then my weaknesses after. Because that's what other people do. Other people see your strengths and then they see your weaknesses. And that's, I'm sure, what you do with all of your friends and colleagues and the people that you love. You don't just go out there and say, oh, this person's a jerk or this person's whatever. You say, oh, you know what, this person's really a great person. And yeah, they have these other things they need to work on, but they're a great person when it comes down to it, right? So this is what I want you to do. I'm sure that you have friends and family members and coworkers who do see you and who do think that you're an amazing catch and a wonderful person. So you can either do one of two things. You can go to them and you can say to them, tell me 3 things that you like about me or that you think I'm good at. And then write all of those things down. Another thing you can do is you can come up with that list on your own. So, but I would really urge you to also ask the people in your life what they enjoy about you and what they think is great about you. And then I want you to take that list and put it someplace where you can see it. So you can remind yourself on a daily basis, of all the things that you're good at and all the ways that you excel and all the amazing parts of you and the awesome things that make you the amazing person that you are. And then, as an extra little bonus homework, I want you to commit to doing something good for yourself this week. Any kind of like self-care ritual that feels good for you. Whether it's something like taking a bath, going out for a meal at your favorite restaurant, even if it's by yourself, calling a friend and having a great conversation, going to see a movie, slacking off. You know, sometimes we feel like, oh my God, I have to be doing something at every moment or else I'm not achieving things. No, it's totally fine. I want you to do that. I want you to slack off. I want you to eat ice cream or, you know, eat something really, really good for you if that's your form of self-care. Maybe plan a trip. You know, I've had people who have told me that that's something that's been really, really special for them and as a form of self-care, planning trips on their own or going places by themselves. I have a friend who says she goes to Disneyland whenever she wants to take care of herself. And I think that's great. She dresses up like a little princess. I mean, how awesome is that? Or dress up like a princess in your home, put on your little tiara and just take a photo shoot, you know, take some selfies. That could be a fun self-care thing. So let me know in the comments what you plan to do this week to remind yourself of what an amazing, awesome person that you are. And I want you to remember that you're not single because there's something wrong with you. You're not unlovable. You're not unloved. You are so loved. You have so many things to offer to this world. And when you can truly see that and you can truly put that out into the world and have that deep inside yourself so strongly, there's no way that that's not going to shine forward. There's no way that that's not going to come out into the world and all of these people will see it. And then who's going to be drawn to you but the people that you want drawn to you, the people that you want to have relationships with and the people that you want to have in your life. So that, my friend, is one step closer to you calling in your dreams and calling in all of the things that you want. So please do shoot me some comments below. Let me know what you're planning to do for your self-care this week. If you're watching this in the group, in my group, Love Cleansing for Strong, Successful Women, as successful in life as you are in love. I mean, successful in love as you are in life. You can grab my free lead magnet in there. It's my free offer, and it's just, you know, a daily guide where you can look at all the ways that you can bring more love into your life. There's like a lot of them. There's 5 immediately attainable ways you could bring more love into your life, and there's over 20 bonus tips. It's just a handy guide that you can look over, and it's a fun way of bringing more love into your life. If you're not already on my mailing list, go to my website, lovecleansing.com, get on my mailing list, and I'm happy to connect with you, any of you, at any time that works for you. Just be in touch. I'd love to hear from anyone in the comments or through my site, either way. So stay in touch, and I'll be back here next Thursday, same time. And we'll be talking about a bunch of other juicy, awesome tidbits. So that's pretty much it for now. And I'm excited to keep going forward and meeting more strong, successful women and seeing how we can support each other to be our very best selves and have the most awesome love experiences, life experiences, and be as successful in love as we are in life. Have a great day.